Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I use the lace placement method to cover up this cup area of this corset. So this was how my cup looks like before after I had draped my yoke on it. The yoke draping tutorial is here on this channel, you can check it out. So I cut out 2 pieces of lace fabric that is enough to cover up those cup areas, and I'm going to be using the edge of the lace to be covering the upper part of the cup. So I hope you understand that. So I'm just going to be placing the lace on the cup like this, and I'm going to be using my pins to secure it down. So placing it on the cup using the upper parts as the lace edge, I'm going to place it like this, and I'm just bringing it closer for you to see it very well. Then I'll start pinning it on the cup. So just place it and start pinning. Then the middle part here where it's close to the bust bridge, just fold in some allowances in so that you won't have any kind of rough edge there. So just follow the cup shape. So I'm just following the cup shape and I'm going to pin that down. At the other edge here too, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll fold in some allowances and I'll pin it down. So you just continue pinning, be following the shape of the cup and continue pinning like that. So this might take some time because you are going to be very careful of how you pin the cup so that the shape doesn't look funny, but just make sure that you are following the shape of the cup while you are pinning. So just pin all around. If you see that a shape is looking funny, remove the pin and continue. So there will be a part here at the middle that is going to look bulgy, so you are just going to cut that out as a dart. So you cut it out as a dart, and when you are actually doing this on the second cup, you notice how you cut it out so that you won't be having different shape of cutting. So after cutting it out like this, I'm going to be pinning it down also at the areas where I cut, folding in some parts so that I don't have rough edges, and I'll cut out these excesses that I also have, and I'll start going in with them also, making sure that I don't have a funny looking shape where I do this. So when you pin something down, you see that it's looking kind of funny, you can remove the pin, use your scissors. Just make sure that you are following the cup shape. So that is basically what I'm doing here. So as you can see, I'm actually done pinning for this first top. So like I said, if you notice any area looking funny, you just have to go ahead and remove the pin, then you go in with it again. So that is what I'm doing here. The areas that are not really looking like the cup shape, I'm going to take off the pin, then I'll pin it again till I'm satisfied with how the pins are looking, with the shape of the covering of the cup. So after this, I'm just going to grab my needle and thread, and I'll make sure that the thread is the same color as the lace that I'm using. And on each and every pinning that I have, I'm going to be using my needle and thread on those parts, making sure that the stitches that I'm using, I'm going to be hiding the thread as much as possible. So just go ahead and sew on all the areas that you have pinned. Can also be passing some of the threads in between the lace and the cup. So after stitching down all the pinned area, this is what I have. I also repeat the same thing on the other cup. So can you see that that area that is cut out is making it to look like a 3-part corset. So another thing that I'm going to be showing you in this tutorial is how I use pearls to cover up my basque waist area before I beaded this dress. The tutorial before this on this channel is how I achieved this basque waistline, and I'm going to be using pearls to cover up the basque waist area before I go ahead to bead this dress. So I'm just using my gum and my pearls to cover up that area because I actually gave that basque area a top stitch, and to cover that up we are going to be either using your bead, appliques, or pearls like the way I'm using mine now. So I'm just going in with my gum into the pearl, the flat part of the pearl, blowing it some air because it makes it easier to gum together like that. And I'll do it all around my basque waist area, the front and the back, before I'll go ahead to beat this dress at the end of the day. So another thing again that I did on this dress is that I used my lace to cut out pieces of some of the pieces on the lace so that I'll be able to use it to decorate the yoke area. I didn't want the yoke area to just be like that, so I decided to decorate it with some lace cut out. So I already placed them on the yoke like that. So I don't know the shape that I'm going for yet, but I'm still going to be using this gum to achieve whatever I want. So I'm going to be placing the gum on those cutouts like this, and when I'm done, I'll just go ahead and place it on the yoke. So this is something that you can use to design your dress to, if you don't want to use appliques. So I just decided not to use appliques at all on this particular dress and use the available resources that I already have, like the lace and the pearls. So I'll just repeat the same method, placing the gum on the lace and gumming it to the yoke area. So I didn't have any design in mind, but I was just trying to be creative with what I'm doing, placing them and looking at it if it's making sense. So I'll do the one in the middle also, and I'll just go in with them and gum it on the yoke area. So this is something that you can do on your yoke. You can do it on the sleeve area too, though I'm just going to be doing it on the neck area for this particular dress. So I'm just cutting out small pieces because the ones that I have there won't be enough, and I'm just trying to see how it's going to look like. I'm trying to balance the both sides. So just do something and be creative. So after I was done, this is what I have on the yoke area. Just like I said, you can also do it on your sleeve and make it look beautiful like that. So thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and also stay tuned for the tutorial on how I beaded this dress. Bye and see you in my next tutorial.